field?
It's Houston. We all need tinted windows.
2 years ago, 2 years ago, I got carjacked and robbed. SPD had the man in custody. You know what they did? They let him go. They said they had enough evidence. Black lives do matter. It's not all lives right now. It's black lives. Because most African American people get killed by police officers like them. Don't care about us. So when I say black lives matter.
How y'all doing? Thank you for being out here. It's an honor. As you know, my name is Justin Jones. And I want to personally start out by thanking you all. I understand that to be here at 8 a.m., you had to wake up early, beat the traffic, handle everything you had to do, take care of the kids, call the job off. I understand that, and I thank you. Because there's a lot of people out there not doing anything to address this situation. Thank you. To the mayor, this ain't big enough. We need a bigger city hall, because we want to be in there. We are tired of you having these meetings and doing things that affect us, and we cannot be present. So this is going to stop. That is the starting point. That is the starting point. This needs to be addressed all the way out here. We need to cover it up so everybody can hear and listen what's going on that's going to affect us. So pay attention. Another thing we're going to address. All that talking about what we're going to do and how we're going to save money to the people. Well, the people know where they want the money because they're the ones. We are the consumers. You forgot? Let's get out of policy. We are the consumers, and we're telling you what we're going to deal with and what we're not going to accept. And don't piss us off, because this is the time. My VP lets you know of a spiritual address right now. 2019 is gone, 2020 is here, and that is the year for perfect vision. You see these people? They see clearly. They're seeing the same goal, that we want the same thing to happen for you to give us justice. So this is the end of corruption. Under the name of God, the great I am, this is the end of corruption. It must stop. Everything that you have done against us will be accounted for. It must be paid for. The debt you owe will be paid for. We're going to be here next time, you all. I don't care who's going to fund it, how it's going to get done. The city of Houston, the people of Houston will be in those meetings. And I don't care about no COVID. You should have covered it up, and you should have had it on, and all you should have sit your asses out here 6 feet apart so we can be hear what's going on. Some things are changing, y'all. Black lives do matter. And it's not only black lives that matter, but we're getting justice, true justice for all, for each and every color. In Kenya, we was at the funeral yesterday. We seen people in Spain and London standing up and saying, I am George Floyd. Not because I want to die, because I'm scared that you could kill me. We are tired. We are tired. And this is the patience. This is the respect that you get from us. Don't lose it.
Ricky Coco was a lost in a cox. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Declare love. Declare love. No lo que va a hacer leque. No lo que yo le diré a Gogos de que vamos. 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 Declare your Papa. Your Father. Yo! To your time. When they get talk of the legacy, what's the thought about that? I bow down to your life being born in the sunshine. Lord, Mother, I bow down my bone. I bow down my baby. Black Lives Matter. 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 Good. I came out here wanting to make a difference. I'm a black man, but most importantly, I'm a black father. As a show of hands, who's a father, who's a parent in this crowd? Any parents? All right? Who here is a child who has parents? That should be everybody. Raise your hand. Okay, that's better, that's better. As a black man, I've had talks with my children. I have 2 beautiful children. I've had racist talks, I've had sex talks, I've had every talk you could possibly think of. I preach, endorse, and enforce education. In school, teachers let the children ask questions and raise their hands. Same that goes on in my household. I get them to understand. Having a racist talk with my children, my black, beautiful children, is disheartening because they don't understand the social injustice that they might experience. As a parent, I try to protect and serve them. As police officers, you should protect and serve us. My job is to discipline my children when it comes to them misbehaving and getting them to order right. Police officers do not discipline us because we're not their children. Point blank, period. So, when we are talking about police injustice, most importantly, I want my children to come home.
Yes, Papa.
I have to tell them, do whatever you can to come home.
Yes, Papa.
I live in a mixed community where they have black friends, white friends, Hispanic friends, Asian friends, etc. You might not be able to do what they can do. And here's how you need to act according in the streets. I've been a parent for 300 plus hours. That's an 80s baby I'm an 80s baby, okay? The training that police officers have are less than 1,500 hours. I've been a parent for 300 plus hours. A hairdresser, no offense to the hairdressers, y'all look beautiful out there. I see some of y'all getting your hair done, okay? They have 15 to 2,000 hours. It takes longer to be a hairdresser than it does to be a police officer. That's got to change. You can't serve and protect if you ain't got the training. You look good out here. A lot of people are out here getting their stuff done. Police need to have the same type of schooling. So now you're here to protect and serve in order for keeping order. As a parent, we learn every day. We teach our kids the social injustice. I'm sad that I'm going to have a talk with my son who's 2 years old. Eventually, over time, I'm going to have to tell him this might happen. Unless laws are changed, you are subject to violence by the police. My parents fought for me. I fought for my children. You guys are out here fighting for yourselves, others, your future generations, just like how your parents fought for you. Keep the fight going.
First of all, glory to God through Jesus. I'm going to say his name. I just want to say, I didn't put my mouth on the mic, but
I want to say a couple of things real quick. One, as I walked over here, first of all, I could not believe that I'm yet walking to another protest for the same stuff we've been protesting for years. Next thing I want to say is that no race is God. Hear me. No race is God, so I know that this will not continue. Because no race is God. If this continues the way it is across the globe, then that means that there is truly one dominant race. I guarantee you it will not continue. Because God will not give his glory to anyone or anything. I asked God to forgive me a couple of days ago for being a coward. In that this is my first protest. If I could talk to my ancestors, I would ask them to forgive me as well for thinking the fight was over when the battle is yet raging. That's what I would say. I recall, I got on the mic, I had no intention of coming out and speaking, I even know you guys give the mic to people. First of all, let me say this here. We will not become, I will not, and those that truly stand for what's right, what we hate. All cops are not bad, okay? Let's say that. We will not become what we hate.
Dr. King would have echoed my statements. He'd have been right behind me, clapping his hands. We will not become what we hate. Okay? Second thing is, I'm calling everybody in this audience, everybody on the force, everybody in City Hall, to be a person of courage. Which means I stand up for what's right. Which means when I see somebody doing something wrong, whatever color, whatever race, I intervene. And that's what we're doing right now. We're trying to intervene in what's going on in our society, and not just in our society, but in our world. This is so much bigger than the police. I'm tired of being looked down upon. I'm tired of riding in the neighborhood and having people look at me a funny way because of the color of my skin. Willful ignorance is the definition. Willful ignorance, when you bleed, if everybody got cut out here today, your color of your blood would be the same color as mine. So when you understand that it's not willful, it's willful ignorance. You choose to be ignorant. Last thing I'm going to say is be courage. Have courage. Pen goes up there. It comes down, right? What a man sows, that also shall he reap. If you refuse to stand up and be a person of courage, you will reap what you sow. When I leave this planet, I want to die in courage. I want to die having made a difference, because I can't take nothing that I earned here with me. But I can take some people with me where I'm going. So I hope that we will stand up. I hope that we will get off our couch and make a difference. I hope that you'll speak up in your boardrooms. You'll speak up to your pastors and tell them, address the issue of racism. My white friends, I'm a chef at a predominantly white school. I love my people, white and black. I love people, period. In case you have noticed, I am a preacher. I love people, okay? But in your churches, if they're not talking about racism, there's a problem. In your boardroom, if nothing's being said about racism, the fact that in my company, I should be an executive now, but there's only about 3 of us in the whole company, that's a problem. We're going to talk about it. Talk about it in your boardrooms, talk about it in your services. Ask your pastor why, if God cares about everybody, do you never talk about this? How is that possible? Okay, so I just called everybody today. I just wanted to say something without cussing, because I can say things intelligently without cussing that will encourage us to be a person of courage. There are going to be some licks, right? There are going to be some hard times. There might even be some imprisonments, but at least you would have made a difference before you leave this planet. Be a person of courage. Blessed be the name of Yah and his son Yahshua. For all y'all that don't know, that's the name of God and his son, who you know as Jesus Christ. I have a poem that I wrote many years back for my cousin Oscar Grant, killed by the Oakland Police Department. I recite this poem in his remembering, but also now in the remembering of Brother George. How do you shoot a man in the back without being justice? Where is the justice for the family of the man that was just injustice? How does a man shoot a man in the back without being justly tried? Where's the retribution, the justice for the families of the man that just died? Involuntary what? Now every man knows that if you shoot a man in the back while his hand is bound, it's counted an assassination. But you want to pull a wool over my eyes with a false court deliberation? Are you really that naive that I don't see the message that you're clearly sending me? Basically, what you're telling me is you can get away with killing a minority just because you've been placed in a position of authority? So this is where my hard-earned money is being spent, into protecting a well-known murderer from being convicted of murdering the man that we have all witnessed murder. This has got to be deja vu. Oh wait, now I remember. What you see is not what you really see, are the words that proceeded out the mouths of the police officers that senselessly beat Riley King on TV. Do you really think just because you let OJ go free that I'm going to stand around and let you get away with killing another version of me? Even the Bible that you rewrote 1,000 times clearly states that when God created man, he created man in his own image, he then created me. It also states that when God created man, he created man from the dust of the earth. And my skin bears witness to the truth that I'm born of a righteous seed. But you want to cover up the truth by taking me to jail for selling and smoking weed, not realizing that my God has the power to set me free. Free I am and free I shall always be. A man that stands firm on his 2 feet. A man born with integrity. Peace and blessings to you all.
off by saying, I'm not good. I'm mad as hell. What it means to be black in America. My brother is serving a 20-year sentence. He didn't kill anybody. We have a pedophile running this country. What it means to be black in America. My boyfriend was pulled over for supposedly speeding in the fast lane. They got on the intercom and told him to get out of his car. If I hadn't been recording, we would have, who knows, I could have been a hashtag that day. What it means to be black in America. Cops are afraid of us, but they can take off their uniform. I can't stop being black. I'm asking y'all to please stand for this. Stand for us across the board. Corporations, take them down. They've been profiting off our communities this entire time. Capitalism is killing us. Education, they defund black schools. Our children aren't even learning how to protect themselves. They don't know what's going on, and they shouldn't have to be scared of whether or not they'll have a future. Protect us across the board. Stand up for black women. We can't even get proper medical care. They don't believe us. Stand up for us across the board. Defund the police. Black Lives Matter. Vote for us.
Thank you, Black Brothers. Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Brown, together, we're two stronger fists. I was there on 9/10. I was there Friday. I was there all day. I'm still tired. I'm still barely, my skin, my voice is still barely coming back. I was there with y'all. I walked on that water. Latinos, we're going to unite and help each other. We will be stronger. We will lead. We will show Trump. We will show Turner, Acevedo. We will show y'all what two fists form. Power, baby. Power. Together, our colors, races, my Asians, everybody got pain. They want us to fight, but I seen the pain out there on the streets, and y'all know that. We can do it smarter. We can stop the economy one day. Let all the cities, everybody's watching Houston. It's all eyes on us right now. We can do it. Do it. They're burning the whole nation. We won't do that. We gotta show everybody else how we gonna stop Trump. How we gonna stop this corruption. Y'all took pictures of me. I seen y'all at the freeway. I'm scared. I'm scared. They took pictures of me on the freeway. I was lying down on the freeway. They took pictures. I got videos where they pushed me. And I didn't even do none. I got it too. I got that. I'm scared. But I'm gonna speak for my raza.
What's going on, guys? How many of you guys are tired? I said, how many of you are tired? I'm tired as hell. So last Tuesday, I had my first experience in jail. Never saw that coming. For protesting on the sidewalk, and I was pissed. I was angry, mainly because, first off, I'm protesting something that I shouldn't even be protesting, right? Like, this doesn't make any sense, like, whatsoever. But here I am in jail. Here I am waiting outside for 2 hours plus, right? I'm inside. They have us waiting. We have these zip ties on, right? And cutting up my skin, man. I was pissed. I had to text my brothers right before they arrested me, like, hey, just let mom and dad know in the best way that I won't be coming home tonight because they're taking me to jail. Do you know how awful that is to tell your siblings that? You know? And the thing about it is that, like, the whole purpose of this whole thing is holding cops accountable, right? It's holding them accountable. Of course, we all know not all cops are bad. That's common sense, of course. But the fact is, some jobs you can't have bad apples, right? Some jobs you can't have people who do things that are corrupt. That's common sense. And I firmly believe anybody that's against accountability you're wrong. Anybody that's for corruption, you're wrong. When I got my stuff back, when I got released, I was in line, and there were some other people in front of me. A lot of them were complaining about how their phones are smashed or cracked. And I was like, what? I asked them, I said, was your phone smashed or cracked before you turned it in? And they were like, nah, it wasn't. I got scared, right? I got a nice phone, it's pretty cool. So I get my phone back, and sure enough, I joined the club. My phone was smashed in, and not like regular smashed, but like it was like smashed in. Mind you, I have an OtterBox case, the thickest, and I got a tempered glass screen protector. Trust me, you could drop it from right here. It's not gonna crack. And so I was pissed, right? And I was like, okay, so what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna file a report, because that's what you do, right? You file a report. But I'm filing a report to the people who smashed my phone. And I'm over here hoping I can hold these people accountable. And I got arrested for trying to hold these people accountable. Doesn't make any sense. So like I said, I'm pissed. I'm angry. I mean, I guess I'm kind of okay, because like they of course dropped the charges last night, I believe, right? So that's cool. That's dandy. Whatever, you know. Exactly, it's not enough. And so again, I'm tired, and I'm hoping one day this gets fixed, because this cannot continue. And so that's all I have. You guys just keep the fight, and more importantly, momentum cannot stop, right? Because that's what they expect. They expect, okay, this is. So the thing is, they expect this to be like a phase, right? For this to go on for like, let's say another couple of weeks, and then they're gonna get tired. It's gonna get a little bit too hot. They're gonna go inside because the AC feel cool, right? But the fact is, we can't stop, right? Because the minute we stop, we lose. That's what they're expecting. Okay, we have to keep this momentum going until it gets stopped. Because at the end of the day, we're the ones who are gonna keep the change. We're the ones who are gonna make sure everything changes over, and it's up to us, everybody. Thank you.
On May 30th, so 2 Saturdays ago, a group of peaceful protesters, about 70 of them, were boxed in on Smith and Preston. 2 of them were right there. 1 of them was arrested. You can guess which one. They were held in gymnasiums for hours without food or a phone call, zip-tied. He told me accounts of people needing to go to the restroom and being told they would have their pants pulled down for them, and then because they're not going to be uncuffed. I showed videos of gassing and shooting non-lethal rounds at people on their knees with their hands up, and video of his illegal arrest. To Acevedo's face, Tuesday after the protest. He turned his back to me. I read a letter that I pinned to the mayor and to Acevedo at the city hall meeting yesterday, and I'm watching Sylvester turn his face and he's just eating chips, not paying attention to what I had to say. I started coming up here every single morning at 10 a.m. I had a shirt covering my face to hide my identity. I'm not scared anymore, I don't care. Y'all can see who I am. It's been me that's been up here. The police presence that has been out here every morning when there's 6 of us is not this. It is about 50 to 60 police officers sitting around not doing shit. Eating halal guys in Jason's Deli. We're not paying for that. For them to sit around and not do shit. When I asked them what their mission was, they said to protect the grounds. I said, for me, there's 6 of us. There's people that are at work in there. You're not here to protect them. You're here to protect this building that we pay for any fucking way. We need to hold them accountable. So us being out here is great. But we need to sit there and really hold them accountable to their faces, because they don't care. I sat here and tried to talk to officers and they wouldn't speak to me. One thing I would urge you is that if you're out here protesting, it means nothing if you do not know your rights. Please, when you go home today, learn your rights. I literally had to talk to this gentleman right here, because we were up there and one of the officers, the short man with the sunglasses, walked up to him and told him he needed to come down here. He couldn't be up there. And I said, what law says he can't be up there? Because I know for a fact that you can protest in front of any government building as long as you do not obstruct entry to the building and you don't cause anybody to harm anywhere. So to that, sir, I said that's bullshit. They tried to tell me I couldn't protest out here. Do not let them lie to you. They will lie to you. This is public. We own this. You can do whatever you want as long as you do not hurt anyone and you do not lock entry to that building. Y'all could have did this right there and they couldn't have said shit. I just want y'all to know, please, 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 know your rights. We need to defund the police. We need to make sure that they do not pass this budget with almost $1 billion to police. When they're sitting here eating halal guys in Jason's Deli, not doing a damn thing. Please, please hold them accountable. Thank you.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Enough is enough! Enough is enough! My name is Ronnie, and I'm with PSL, the Party for Socialism and Liberation. And let me tell y'all something. I know we hear a lot of, not all cops are bad, okay? However, I grew up in a family where my father is a cop. I grew up around cops, and let me tell you, my father even admitted they're a fucking fraternity. They do not tell on each other. If you snitch, you are treated like shit. They will kick your ass out. So they don't talk. So when we say not all cops are bad, yes, they fucking are. When you refuse to hold your fellow employees accountable, when they're beating people on the streets, when they're gassing us, shooting at us with non-lethal ammunition, and you are just standing there letting it happen, you are fucking bad. I'm sorry, you are fucking bad. And all this talk about defunding the police, yes, we do need to defund them. All the fucking way out. They need to be gone. They need to be abolished. And if we choose to have the police, we need education. We need them to know that their people are going to hold them fucking accountable. We need them to know that you're not going to go on beating folks. You're not going to target folks. You are not going to continue these massacres of people trying to practice their rights, of these people just trying to live their fucking lives. We can't stand for this anymore. We need to be out here all the time. We cannot let this fizzle out, because if we do, this shit ain't gonna stop. Because if this shit right here doesn't stop, nothing's gonna change. Nothing is going to change if we continue to just treat protests like a trend. Remember when Michael Brown was killed? All those protests? We were out on the highways. We were out on the bridges. We were stopping traffic. What happened? Everything fizzled out. It was like 2 or 3 weeks of hardcore protesting and then nothing. I'm tired of seeing that shit, y'all. And y'all should be tired too. We cannot keep doing that. It is up to us to be out here forcing them to be accountable. Okay?
Can I ask y'all a question? Be real honest with me. Where you think you're gonna be at in 6 months from now? How many of you heard of Ashton Barnes? Raise your hand. How many of you heard of Elva Brazil? Not enough hands. Those people were murdered right here in Houston. But every time we protested at the complex down the street, it would just be 5 of us. And you know how many police would show up? Mounted units, a whole SWAT unit, and 15 police cars at least. This is nothing new for us, y'all. What I'm telling you to do is be prepared if you're going to be for the long haul. Hear me loud and clear. Be prepared to be followed. Be prepared to be harassed. Be prepared for the nasty mail. Be prepared for the death threats.
Yes.
We have spent all these years as black people trying to adjust or having to innovate to all the oppressions that we have to face, y'all. I'm tired of us having to adapt and adjust to bullshit that is not our responsibility. It is not our responsibility to make white people comfortable. It is not our responsibility to explain ourselves. It is not our labor. It is not our labor to tell you why we matter. The whole reason for Black Lives Matter is existing is to teach black people that Black Lives Matter. We owe no explanations to anyone. So if you are here as an ally, I know you heard this before, try to be a comrade. You know what a comrade do? We've been training people for years now about how if you see white people standing in front of black people, this is white people's job to put themselves in between us. We suffered the harm enough. You need to protect us. If you want us to come and speak to you, you pay these people. They're taking time from their work. I'm telling y'all for real, we're here for a reason. But if we're going to keep protesting, think about the work that happens after. Because I don't want to see another day when I'm in a room, in a committee room with a bunch of police chiefs and union reps, sitting next to Sandra Bland's mother and 3 other activists trying to get the Sandra Bland Act passed when we emailed 400 fucking people to show up and nobody came. Come on. It was 5 of us that got a bill passed that everybody standing out here benefits from. So when you're talking about just protesting, make sure you're taking that protesting to the people who are responsible. Know who to be pissed off with. We have the most black representation in this city and county in the history of existence of elections. Pay attention to who you're elected. Do you realize that Sylvester Turner is the second ever black mayor the city has ever had, but it just don't fucking feel like it? Be mindful. Take care of yourselves. Eat, drink water, build network. No, I'm telling you this for a reason. Because the seriousness of what is happening right now is going to follow you. It doesn't matter whether you have on a mask right now. They have cameras everywhere. And when you need to understand, and hear me clear, is that they already know who you are. So you make yourself known. Be fearless. I'm telling y'all. Because there's many times I've been followed home. There's many times people have tried to run me off the road. There's many times, and people look like us too. But understand that if you're stepping up to do this work, know the risk that you're taking and be okay with it because it's about a greater cause. So if you're going to stand here and say Black Lives Matter for the people who have been arrested, for the young black woman who was made to sit in her blood and not given tampons or maxi pads while she was detained and sat in her blood for 10 hours while zip tied. For those people who had their rights violated, for the people who we don't hear about all the time, make sure you research what you are fighting for. Because if you want a community advisory board that takes advantage of policing the police, we got to go to the Texas legislature. You want to know why? Because they're the ones who make the regulations for it. They're the ones who allow us to put teeth into it. It ain't just City Hall. We got to go to the Commissioner's Court because they're over the DA and the Sheriff's Office. We can stop them from getting Sheriff's deputies, and we can stop them from getting more prosecutors. We have to have praxis. And if you don't know what it means, Google that shit. Because if we leave here right now, and we don't do any of the stuff that we're pissed off about and address it head on, we'll be back here in 3 months. We'll be back here in 3 months talking about somebody else we done lost. But I'm telling you now, don't stop protesting. Make their asses uncomfortable. Make them see you. Turner likes to say this is a welcoming city. Well, I can't tell.
Good morning. Although, is it still morning? It's been a long morning. I'm a fellow comrade of the Party of Socialism and Liberation. And I'm an English major, so I'm going to start out with giving you my thesis for my speech today. A better future is possible. We don't have to live like we've been living for the past 200 years, for the past 100 years, for the past 50 years, for the past 5 years. We don't have to keep living like that. So these policemen, Sylvester Turner, City Hall, they're gonna talk about some bullshit. They're gonna get their paychecks and they're gonna go home. And maybe they would have heard our shouts. Maybe they've heard some of the shit we've been saying today. But they're not gonna give a shit. Because all they care about is the fact that they get to go back to their comfortable home, take care of their own children and no one else's. So, what do we do then? Voting is the bare minimum. Voting is step one. But the buck does not stop there. This is how shit gets done. This is how it's always gotten done. You know the 8-hour work week? You know who did that? Us. We did that. You know how healthcare, social services, all that shit got done? Us. That was us, not the politicians, not our government. They did that because they are scared of us. So what I want to leave you all with is, we are fucking powerful. We are not their guinea pigs. We are not their toys. We are not their bank accounts. We are fucking people, and we have more power than they ever will.
Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! I'm here to ask you guys to not accept any symbolic gestures that they might give us. You see, in DC, they named the plaza Black Lives Matter, or street or something like that. We don't fucking want that. That's not what we're asking for. We want change. People, we see politicians out here, they're taking a knee for George Floyd. They're going to rallies. They're the people in power. They need to be doing more than that. That's not what we're asking them to do. We're asking them to change. We need real change, and we cannot accept anything else. There are more of us than there are of them. We outnumber them, and we have the power. Thank you. Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace. No justice. No peace.
Hi, I'm pretty sure a lot of people said anything that I was going to say. So I'm going to keep this short. In fact, I'm actually going to read off something I typed to keep it even shorter. No amount of reform is going to change the fundamentally antagonistic relationship that the police have to poor people and people of color. Don't give them money! Take their money from them! Defund the police! Abolish the police! Abolish the white supremacist capitalist system that they enforce! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! To the officers that are listening, if you're sick of people calling you bastards, quit the fucking force! Thank you!
Good morning! Good morning to you too. I loved your singing, it was beautiful. We like to talk about the metaphor of the bad apple. But the truth of the matter is that this tree is fucking rotten. Since the inception of this country, we have been founded on the corruption and abuse and manipulation of bodies. The truth of the matter is also that the police are but a branch of this tree. But this tree has continued to grow because people like us, black people, people of color, have always been the ones to support life. And so I'd like to read a poem specifically for our police members. It's called ACAB, a nursery rhyme. Bear with me, it's a little long. For I love you, say fuck the police. For the fires of heaven, say fuck the police. Fuck the police! Don't say recruitment, don't say Trotsky, don't say anything else, but fuck the police. Fuck the police. For alarm clock, say fuck the police. Fuck the police. For my morning commute, for electoral system, for endless solar wind, say fuck the police. Fuck the police. Don't say I have lost understanding of my visions. Don't say that much maligned human faculty. Don't say suicidal but society. Say fuck the police. Fuck the police. For the movement of the heavenly spheres, say fuck the police. Fuck the police. For the moon's bright glow, for the fairy map, say fuck the police. Fuck the police. Don't say direct debit. Don't say join the party. Say you are sleeping for the boss. And then say fuck the police. Fuck the police. Don't say evening rush hour. Say fuck the police. Fuck the police. Don't say here are the steps I've taken to find work. Say fuck you, police. Fuck you, police. Don't say tall skinny latte please. Say fuck the police. Fuck the police. For the earth's gravitational pull, say fuck the police. For make it new, say fuck the police. All other words are buried there. All other words are spoken there. Don't say spare change, say fuck the police. Don't say happy new year, say fuck the police. Perhaps say rewrite the calendar, but after that, immediately after that, say fuck the police. For Philosopher's Stone, for royal wedding, for the work of transmutation, for the love of beauty, say fuck the police. Don't say here's my new poem. Say fuck the police. Say no justice. No justice. And then say fuck the police. Thank you, everybody. I'm glad to fight with you. Let's keep this up.
Yo. Whoa. Whoa, brother. Hey, yo, girl. Whoa.
Hello, y'all. This is Michelle Paula Bunny. I'm a polyamorous, pansexual, transsexual, atheist living in the giant redneck belt buckle of the Bible Belt called Texas. But I know as much adversity as I might face in regards to that, it would be far worse if I was also black. And that's why Black Lives Matter. Louder. This has been going on for a very, very long time. And you know, people are sitting there and they're trying to say some people that are looting, some people that are rioting and doing stuff like that, somehow delegitimizing this peaceful movement. If they say that, they must also say the same thing about the fucking Boston Tea Party. Which was the deliberate looting and destruction of tea over the literal fucking price of tea. Now what we've got going on here is over extrajudicial murders of people that have been classically oppressed for 400 years. Now you tell me what's more of a legitimate reason to protest the price of fucking tea or people's lives? I ask you, what's more of a reason to protest? The price of fucking tea or people's lives? I'll be honest with you, I don't really think there's much more that has to be said than that.
Alright, I understand it is not my place to be here at all. I am half Asian, half white. But I wake up every morning with the fucking privilege that I will not be pulled over or have my life threatened by these fucking pussy-ass officers. I've been a leader in the music community in Houston, and it's time to be a leader in the black fucking community and the people of color. I don't even know what to say. I'm fucking tired of this. I remember crying in Ferguson because those fucking people over there are taking lives and they're doing nothing about it. Your elected leaders in this nation do not fucking care about you. You want to fucking kneel, but you don't want to use your follow me. Fuck you. I don't fucking care anymore. It is time that we take this really seriously, okay? It is a privilege to get tired of getting out here and protesting. It is a privilege to say, you know what? I think I'd rather stay home. This is not my place. This is Black Lives' place for this movement. And all I can say is speak on behalf of people who I know out here have privilege. Use it. Do not stop. The anger you're feeling right now, keep it going. Show up to your local elections. And in fact, that doesn't save you from fucking voter suppression. There are communities that have one polling station in Atlanta right now. People have been in lines waiting to vote these fuckers out, and they suppress that shit. But you go to fucking Katy, Texas or some bullshit like that, no fucking problem. Because you know who all those fucking people are voting for. I got nothing else to say, but I love everybody here, and we need to turn out here every day we can. I've not had a single fucking day off from my full-time job. I've been here, and if I stay home, I'm signing petitions. Figure out a way to get involved and stay involved. This will not be over.
Can y'all hear me through this clearly? I wasn't intending on speaking because public speaking makes me anxious and nervous and shit. I wasn't planning on speaking today because it makes me anxious. I get stage fright real easy. And you know my person. I don't have no sons, I ain't got no kids, but I got godsons and I got a nephew that's about my age damn near. I come out here to fight for my brother and my sisters. I'm dressed in the event that these motherfuckers attack me. I'm just in the event that we all get hurt. I got a gas mask in my bag because I'm scared for my life.
You should have free gas masks for peaceful protest.
I fight in my home and I fight out in these streets. I fight at work because out there, they see my skin too. They don't give a fuck what you look like. We need to reform the police, but we need to abolish the police. You heard me? We need to abolish the prisons as well. We heard our brothers speak about community. We are our community and we can take this shit down together.
Love, black woman, love.
Love is what I stand for, and it's what I'm out here. My mother and my father, my uncle, they all work for these people and I hate them. And I hate that I go home hating these people. I don't like holding hate in my heart, but I hate that our people are being killed in the streets. I hate that I look on the news and I see people dying in the streets. I hate that I look on my Twitter feed and I can't escape it. I can't escape this. I can't escape the color of my skin and I can't escape the hate that y'all kill. I'm tired, and I'm tired of being tired, and I'm tired of seeing my people be tired of being tired. I'm tired of this shit. I'm tired of this shit. And like he said, it doesn't fucking matter if you have a mask. They gonna figure out who my people are. They gonna know who I am. They already probably know who the fuck we are. They don't care. And until they understand that we don't care, there is no justice, there is no peace. And all this peaceful shit, if shit pop off and you ain't ready to pop off with it, get the fuck out. Cause it's a fight. It's a real ass fight. Do what you can from home, like the brother said. Sign the petitions. Fund. We shouldn't be dispersing those funds anyway because the money should be coming from our community, from the people that we elect. But we have to. So do what you can from your couch if you can. If that's all you got, if this your last protest, do what you can from the home. Because there's more work to be done outside of this. It's a bigger movement than just what we seeing right here. Do more. Do more and encourage others to do more. Because when they see one, they're going to do one. They follow each other. We follow each other. We out here because we believe together. So encourage your brothers and your sisters to come out here with you or to do something at the house. Something. I'm just tired, y'all. Good morning. How many people are tired of talking? How many of you, by show of hands, how many of you are tired of talking and you want action? Because that's the only reason why I'm out here today. I don't join protests. I like boots on the ground. Right now, your boots are flat on the ground. And that's where they need to stay. What I mean by that, there are several advocates out here that need your help in the background. We need you to write an email. We need you to help us do research work. We need for you to show up at these board meetings, in education and at the town hall. We need your help, and we cannot do this alone. So if you're tired of talking and you're ready to get in where you fit in, you can see myself, Ashton P. Woods, or Gary Monroe, because we need your help. We have over 30 organizations in the state of Texas, in Houston, here alone. There's no reason why we should have to struggle and beg for people to put our hands on deck when we have all these hands out here. You probably have some people at home that had to go to work but could not make it, but want to do something to be a part of the change. If you really want to be a part of the change, get with one of your organization leaders here and let's make change happen.
Does anybody else need to speak? Come through.
My name is Chance Johnson. I just wanted to come up here for a brief moment to ask you guys to hear my voice, because my black voice matters, my black life matters. And I want everybody who can hear me, who can physically hear me, post me, anything like that, read what I have to say. I want everybody to physically hear what I have to say before my voice is taken. I want everybody to hear my voice before my voice is taken. Yes. Because I was one of the peaceful protesters that was arrested last week. We were cornered and attacked by the police. We literally did nothing. I didn't throw anything. I didn't say anything. I didn't do anything that was unlawful, and I was attacked by the police and arrested. When I was in jail, it was made very clear to me that they don't give a fuck about us. They don't care about our life. They don't care about anything. When we asked the police when we were gonna get a phone call, you know what they told us? They told us to shut the fuck up before they gassed the whole building. I witnessed inmates being tased for absolutely no fucking reason. They don't give a fuck about us. Everybody needs to understand that it's all the fucking police. They're all fucking evil. If you are with your friend and your friend commits a murder, you're going to jail for murder. All the fucking police are murderers. They're all fucking terrorists. They're all murderers, and they're all evil. The police put all my shit in a property bag. When I got it back, I wasn't even excited because they had taken my spirit. They took my debit card out of my wallet, you guys. I still don't fucking have it. But what's more important than my debit card is they took something out of me that is only replaced by the fire that I have to abolish the fucking police. When I finally got out of jail, I was in there for 3 days for peacefully protesting. I was in jail with my friends for 3 fucking days. I wasn't even put in the system until about 10 hours after I was in jail, and I was already in a cage in the fucking HPD gym for 9 hours zip tied. Before that, when I got out, I wasn't excited because I saw with my own eyes, firsthand, directly, who the police are. They don't give a fuck about anybody. They're living off of our tax money to kill us. We're paying them to kill us. Go, this shit has to stop. Period.
Hi everyone. I'm really young. I just recently turned 21. These are my first demonstrations that I've started going to. And I just want to talk to my other people out there that are my age. Okay, and especially white people that I grew up with, because I grew up as a very privileged person, even as a person of color. We are taught nowadays that racism is gone, right? It has never ceased to exist, and y'all need to keep that in mind. My white friends and classmates, y'all need to learn that this has been around and it is not going to go away unless we, this next generation of adults, fucking do something about it. And another thing, because it's fucking Pride Month, Let's hear it. It's fucking Pride, okay? And I keep seeing on Instagram people, dumbasses, commenting that it's not about Pride. Gay rights are black rights. LGBTQ plus black people are in danger. We must protect them. It is our responsibility as privileged people to learn, to listen, and fucking do something. George Floyd will not have died in vain. Thank you.
While we wait for the next person to come up, I just want y'all to know that I am a part of the LGBTQ community. And it is the LGBTQ community, especially black trans women, who step to the forefront to do the work that a lot of people won't do. I'm bringing this up because a trans woman was beaten within an inch of her life in Minneapolis. She survived. But if we're to talk about Black Lives Matter, we're going to talk about all Black lives mattering. Not just the some, not just the few, not just the religious black folk, but the atheists like me too. Black people exist everywhere. And when we say blackness is not a monolith, even though that's convoluted, we come from all different walks of life. We come from every continent. There are Afro-Latino folks out here. There are Afro-period folks out here. And we have to respect everyone because we keep looking at things through a white gaze. G-A-Z-E. And if we actually had conversations about stuff through an internationalist lens, we'll see that we are not the only ones in this country, but everywhere in the world, black people are being subjugated. So if anybody else has anything they want to add, come on through. Come on.
Well, one thing I noticed when I've been standing out here, this system, and you can tell because we got police officers all around us, and they ain't even paying attention, talking to each other on their phones. What we got to say. And the system is broken from all sides. It ain't just policing, it's education, it's criminal justice, it's housing. Whole system set up to make us fail. And I mean, I try to do my part. I mean, I work at a school and I try to teach kids about these things, but it takes all of us to make a change. All of us. And we gotta make sure these people are listening to us. We gotta do something in this country because it ain't right. Why are we still dealing with the same things we dealt with 50, 60 years ago? Black Lives Matter! Black Lives Matter! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace! No justice! No peace!
Hey everybody, I wasn't actually gonna talk today. I was one of the 1,800 that were arrested. Yeah, I said 1,800. I haven't seen one news outlet out there that has covered that story. You are, thank you. This is the first news people I've seen out here all day. Okay, they don't want to report what's actually going on the ground. That's why we have everybody out here live streaming. That's how we hold y'all accountable as well. I was also I don't know if this happened to anybody else while we were in lockup, but I was one of the few women that were on their period and did not get any type of tampon or pad or anything. I was bleeding through my pants and nobody did anything about it. I was actually told to go back to my seat.
Fuck that! Men will not understand that shit!
That is uncomfortable! This is the first time I've ever been arrested, and I'm sure it was for many of you. I hope a lot of you are out here. This is just the first time of me seeing what's actually going on the inside. And we didn't experience half of what the actual inmates in there are actually experiencing. When I was being processed to be released, we were actually held with some of the general population, and they informed me of what's actually going on the inside. how we're in the middle of a pandemic. All right, we didn't have soap. We didn't have hand sanitizer all night. The whole night. I'm sure most of you were out there 3 days.
Whoa.
We didn't have hand sanitizer or soap in the middle of a pandemic.
Whoa.
How do you think the people on the actual inside are dealing with this?
Whoa.
All right, this is systematic racism. All right, and this is just the first step. All right, marching to City Hall, actually having our voices heard, and going out to vote. That's not the only thing we can do. I did not want to be out here because I was informed that if I got arrested again, I would go straight to jail. That's not going to make me fucking silent, all right? I'm not going to shut up about this. I'm going to be online. I'm going to be out here. Now I want to say one more thing. We're out here advocating to defund the police, abolish the police, all right? A lot of people are making a ruckus about that. What's going to happen? We're not going to have police to fight crime.
Whoa. They're causing it.
They are the criminals, yeah. Nobody said shit when we defunded our schools.
Hello.
Nobody said shit when we defunded our health.
Whoa.
Now we want to stand up and say something, fuck that. We wouldn't need this much funding for police to do their fucking jobs if one, they had the proper training.
Whoa.
If two, we decriminalized most of the laws out there that their stakeholders, the private sector's stakeholders, are running that fucking jail. That is who we need to go after. I don't know who said it, but we need to go after the lobbyists. We need to go after our fucking everybody in local elections, our DA's office, our commissioner's office. We gotta go after everybody, not just fucking City Hall. It does not end here, y'all. Alright, that's all I'm saying.
Does anybody else want to speak? Does anybody else need a mic? I'm gonna get to you guys first. Real quick update. This is what I'm getting from people who are watching the city council meeting, the live stream. They voted all the amendments down. They don't give a shit. They're not changing any. Here, they know we're here. Do not give up. Do not get tired.
Whoa.
This shit is exhausting, y'all.
Whoa.
It is fucking exhausting.
That's true. Love.
It is so frustrating.
Love.
They hear us and they don't care. They do not care. Mayor Turner does not care. We're going to get the details on those votes. We're going to find out who voted no, who heard us and said, nah, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what the people want. I don't care about police brutality.
Whoa.
We're going to go ahead and give them more money because that's what they did. They increased the budget.
Whoa.
They're giving them more money.
Whoa.
And they don't give a fuck. I want you to feel that raise right now.
Whoa.
And I want you to fucking keep it.
Whoa. Whoa.
Are you Gary? I gotta get her next. Come on. Who?
How many of you were arrested?
Dr. Plummer can come speak. We would.
Look around.
Yeah, absolutely.
Your constitutional rights were violated. You have a right to free speech. You have a right to peaceful protest, and you are not to be confined in an inhumane way. For those of you who are arrested, I want you to get your phone out and take down his name and number.
Green light. Tell him to get a
I'm going to read out his post to you. The name might sound familiar.
Can we get after her, or do you need to?
I literally left session to come talk, to come thank everybody for being here.
Hold on, Well, you just get it real close to your mouth.
Sure. Everyone, Patricia Plummer, I want to thank all of you for being here today. This is important. I have got to get back in council and to vote, but I want to tell you, I know it seems like we lost today, but this is just the beginning. I am not going to sit here and make sure all of the things that we recommended, all of the items that you guys all want, I'm going to make sure I hold everybody accountable. In that room today, In that room today, I was the only vote on the things that we want. Protection of our children, making sure that training's in place, making sure that the money's going to where it needs to go. So I wanted to thank you. I've got to go, but I want to thank you personally for being here. And thank you for being here. We never would have gotten this far. We have made history today. We have not only started the conversation, but we are going to lead the conversation to make sure everything and everyone is protected and transparency is released. Thank you so, so much.
We won't be silent! We won't be silent! We won't be silent!
Listen up.
This can't be put in the budget later.
You got it. We're going to continue to work. And you got my promise, and you got my word on my children's lives. We're going to push this thing through. We're going to make sure we're supporting.
We see you.